Let's do an energy check-in on your situation. What's the current energy of this connection? I get the feeling that you are in a period of quiet. You could be in quiet reflection, or maybe you're just not talking to this person. I don't feel like it's a reactionary thing. I think that this is more purposeful. So this isn't just like an angry block or cutting somebody out, or, I don't think that there's any anger here. It's more like taking distance for your own good. Let's get a clarifier. Ace of Swords. A lot of people will say that Ace of Swords is just about the truth, or that it's confirming what they're saying, but to me, in this context, it feels more like you're seeing something in a different light. It's sort of giving more hangman energy, mostly because I feel like you are sort of reflecting and evaluating what you want in a connection, rather than what it is you could have done differently to keep this person around. So it's as though you are seeing the truth from a different perspective, and that perspective is more protective of you rather than protective of the other person. So I think that is something new for you. Let's take a look at how the other person is feeling about this connection. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. It's interesting that Pentacles are followed by Swords for both cards so far, for both questions. So I feel like this connection overall, for the connection overall and for this other person, it's like it's being grounded in logic right now rather than in emotions. So the brain, like the head, is definitely ruling the heart right now. I get the feeling here that we are going to look at how you're feeling in a second, but I get the feeling that you are probably a lot further ahead than this other person in terms of processing the loss of this connection, because this person is only going through the pain of it now. It's only really affecting them now. How are you feeling about this connection? Okay. Again, it's all Pentacles and Swords here. You feel really resigned to the fact that there's nothing you can do here. I think that you've said all that you can say, and now you've just you're sort of treating it as a lesson. Like you're treating it as something that you can look at, and no matter how painful it is to look at, you're trying to figure out what it is you can change for the future, like the next person that comes into your life. Even though it might pain you to think about that right now, this does seem to be what you're focusing on, because it just seems like you've come to an impasse with this person. You're not going to beg them to take you back. It's weird because I don't think that you've actually given your power away, but you do feel powerless because the situation hasn't reached the outcome that you really wanted it to, but you're accepting of the outcome regardless. What's the future for this connection? I get the feeling here that you're actually not going to change anything that you're doing. I think that the longer that this silence goes on, the more sure you are that you have made the right decision by holding your boundary, holding your standards high. Because I think that you realize that if you were to weaken those boundaries, jeopardize those boundaries, I can't really think of the right word, like if you were to lower your standards in some way, then you would be accepting a version of this person that you actually don't see a future with. I get the feeling here that this person would need to come back very different for this to work. And that's why the logic is really winning here for both of you, because on your side, you're sort of like, well, it's not working, it didn't work, and I know that it wasn't me. And this other person is like, well, change is hard and I'd rather not. So like, I'm comfortable here and other people will let me be this way. So I'm just going to do that. But honestly, that's going to catch up with them because they're feeling this. And all it means for you in terms of this connection is it's gone as far as it can for the time being.